The fourth part of the exercise asks us to go to the population 1524 worksheet, which is this one, and to calculate the European average of the values of each year. So here at the bottom, average value. And how do we compute it? We use the function average, so equal average. We select the range as before, and then closing the parentheses and entering, we have the average value for the European countries in 2002. We can, as always, drag the function down till 2013, and all the values are automatically computed. Now, in this column, we are asked to insert this header. We have to write a function that compares the value in 2013 for each country with the average value, which we can highlight just to have easier thing. So here we write this equal with the if function. The if function is the one that, depending on the satisfaction of a certain condition, give us a certain value that changes, of course, depending on the condition we are requiring. So we said if the value registered in 2013 for this country is greater or equal to the value, to the average value for all the countries in Europe in 2013, value if true, so write, or we are asking to Excel to write many youngsters. Otherwise, write few youngsters. Before closing the parentheses, we have to block this cell through the dollar, because if we don't block it, as we drag down the function to compute the to do the comparison within these cells, Excel will automatically go on considering the cells below this one, and this will make no sense, of course. So we have to block this cell so that as we drag down the function here, the reference value remains the average European for 2013. Now we can enter, and here we have many youngsters. In fact, as we can see, 12 is of course greater than 11.9. Now drag down the function till the end, and we have what we were asked to compute. We have to compute in the forecast worksheet the predicted percentage variation for the population of each country. Okay, so we have two new headers: variation 2010 2040 and variation 2010 2060. So we learned before that to compute the variation, we have to consider, like we do as before, equal parentheses, the last value, so the value in 2040 minus the first value, so the value in 2010, over the first value, so the value in 2010, and we enter. Here we can see a number which is not a percentage yet, so we put the symbol and we increase the decimal digits, and we drag down the function till the last country. So we have all the variation for each country forecasted, so between 2010 and 2040. We do the same for 2010 and 2060, so equal parentheses 2060, like the value in 2060 minus the value in 2010 over the value in 2010. As before, we applied the percentage formatting in two decimal places, and there is the automatic fill for the rest. We now have to create a new worksheet called forecast chart. And here we insert a new graph, which is a column chart. We select the data we want, so we go here in the forecast worksheet, we select these two columns of data because it's what we're interested in. We change the horizontal category range, so in the forecast we select the countries up till Belgium, so that the labels will be the name of the countries. And here we edit the name of the series in variation 2010-2040 and variation 2010-2060. Okay, and this is our chart. We are asked to show the legend at the bottom, so plus legend, and we select bottom. So here we can see that this is the legend, and before we rename the label that were series 1 and series 2, in case you didn't do that before, you can always modify it through here by selecting data and changing the name here. And we just need to change the title of the chart, so we can call it like comparison between variation. Not an original name, but a clear one. And I'd say that we've done. But remember always that before closing the Excel file, we are asked to apply like appropriate formatting and organize the data. So we have already named all the sheets with a proper name, but we can change the data here in a more organized way. So we can apply, for example, bold formatting and filling and bold here as well. And to the numbers, we can apply as we did for the first table, the comma separator, reducing the decimal digit. Here we have percentages, so we don't have to change nothing else. Then in population 1524, as before, we change the headers. And the name. We do it here as well. Oh, this was changed by mistake, the 1000 separator, but okay. And oh, I missed this one. I'd say that we've done, and we can finally close the file.